Hey everybody, I am Chris, and today we have my friend Byron with us. We are going to be doing a little bit of a flow to warm up your body, and then just really nice stretching and relaxing. So we're going to start in a seated position. If this is not comfortable for you, you can always sit up on either a block, or he has a towel under his backside. You can do a pillow if that feels good for you. But what we're going to start with is bringing your hands to your knees and then turn them up so that we're open to anything that we do here today. So what I want you to do is close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, reach the crown of your head up toward the sky. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. Take in just a little bit more air and then sigh it out through your mouth. And we're going to do that again. Inhale deep through the nose. Hold it. Sip a little more air in. And then exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. Just notice how your breath goes back to whatever it was or whatever it is after those two breaths. And I want you to take your thumb and your middle finger and just touch them together and notice the sense of touch. What your fingers, what your skin feels like, the temperature. And then do that to your index finger and your thumb and your ring finger. And then thumb to pinky. And then open your hands wide and stretch the fingers and the palms. And then bring your hands to your heart center, opening your eyes, and inhale, arms come up. Reach way up, and then exhale, press away any distractions and create a nice, calm, and safe space. Reach your arms up, out to the side. Hands together, feel the warmth of your hands, and then bring them back to your chest. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press away anything that does not serve you right now. And when you're ready to inhale, reach up and bring into your body warmth. Feeling the back of your thumbs, the edge of your hand against your chest. Feeling the warmth of your body. Noticing not just your breath, but the sensation of the feeling of the skin or the clothing on your body. And then what I want you to do is take your hands a little bit away from your chest and start to roll your wrists, kind of like a belly dancer. And you can bring them up if you want to, reaching up. And when you're ready, you can start rolling them the other way. Sometimes you get a little snap, crackling, and popping, and that feels really good. Bring them back down. Good. And hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to your left. Bring your right hand to your left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, up. And we're going to do that to the other direction. Inhale, up. Other direction again. And now this time, right hand is on that left knee. Take your left arm, the one that's behind you, and reach it up and over to your right knee. Now, so your right arm is under your left. And what I want you to do is twist your palms so that they're facing each other. So you're doing eagle arms. Yes, there. So your inside of your arms and your palms are facing each other. And what I want you to do is inhale, reach up, look up, arch the back slightly, and then exhale, pull your belly button into your spine, around. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let the hands fall down as you inhale. And then twist. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Yep. And then right hand behind you. Good. Inhale again. Bringing your right arm up and around to your left knee. So now your left arm is underneath. You're going to give me those eagle arms again. So you twist them. Nice. That feels so good on your upper back. And if you're all tangled up, that's probably right? So let's inhale up. One side's always going to feel a little better than the other. And then exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down and just let those arms fall. Inhale them up. Good. And then take them behind you and bring your feet in front. Good. So fingertips are on the floor, and we're just going to start with some little knee drops side to side. I love these. Good. And some people might feel that they can only go a little bit, right, to here. Maybe you bring your feet wider or closer together and just try different positions of the feet and see what it feels like, right? And also you want to feel that stretch opening in the chest and the shoulders. Good. Good. So what we're going to do is take your knees down to the left and then bring your hands over. Get on top and then bring yourself to hands and knees. So curl your toes under, okay? And we're going to start a couple of cat-cows here. So inhale, arch. And then exhale, round. Pull the belly button and the spine. Good. Do it again. Inhale. And exhale. Chin is to chest. Right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. One more exhale. Now take a nice strong flat back. Your toes are curled under. And what I want you to do is press into all of your fingers and the heel of your hand. Press into all of your toes and your big toes. And then gently lift the knees off the floor. Good. Trying to keep the back nice and straight. No arch in that back. Starting to build some warmth in your core, in your quadriceps, in your shoulders. And if you need to drop out of this and come to hands and knees, that's fine. Staying here, warm. Good. Now from here, drop the knees. Press into all the fingers and the toes again. Lift the knees one more time and then shoot the hips up and back for an easy first downward facing dog. If you need to readjust your feet, go ahead. You can also pedal your feet. Good. And what I want you to do is take an inhale and get up on all 10 toes. Inhale, exhale, press them down. Good. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, press them down. Now we're going to inhale, stay on your toes, but bend your knees and bring your ribs to your thighs. And that should straighten your back a little bit more. Good. Keep your body, your upper body, from hands to hips where they are, and then just press your heels back down. Good. Inhale, get up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Now slowly start to walk your feet toward your hands. And just give me a nice little rag doll. Hands on the elbows or not. You do what feels good for you. You can rock side to side. Good. If you're holding onto your elbows, you can let them go. If not, start to bend the knees. Roll yourself up. palms face front. So a mountain pose, and we'll come to the top of your mat. We're gonna inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen and look forward. Exhale, hands to the mat or hanging down. Good. Now inhale, lengthen again, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands down and walk back to a plank. You're gonna give me one inhale up here in high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. And then glide forward to an upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale up to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk forward on your inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. And then inhale all the way up. Now let's do this 2 more times. Fold it forward and a little bit quicker. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, walk or jump back. Lower down halfway and then glide forward into your upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And we'll dive one more time down. One more time. Inhale, look forward. This should be getting us warm. Exhale, fold, hands down, walk or jump. Lower halfway. And then slight glide forward to upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Good. Okay, so staying here, let's take your right leg up to the sky, bend your right knee, and then just kind of open it up. So you're bringing your right heel toward your left cheek. Butt cheek. Butt cheek, that makes more sense. Good. Good. Extend the leg. Place it back down, and let's do the other side. So left leg up, way up, and then bend the left knee so that that heel comes toward the right side of your butt. There we go, good. Opening that up. Good. Inhale it up. Exhale, bring the foot back down. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Okay, and this time we're gonna come all the way up. Good, and hands come to your heart center, and left knee comes up. So a little bit of a balance here. If you need to hold on to a chair or the wall, you can. We're gonna cross your left leg over your right, bend the right knee, and sink down for your first little hip stretch here. That includes a balance. That's always fun. And if you have the balance, you can reach your arms up. So we're in a cross-legged chair. Hold. Flex your left foot. See if you can just get down a tiny bit deeper, and don't hold your breath. You want to breathe. And if you're wobbly, it's okay. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Let those arms come back, hands to heart center. Lift your right knee and hold. Slight bend in the left knee, and then go ahead and cross. Now for me on this side, I always need to adjust my ankle myself, manually adjusting the leg. So if you have to do that, nothing's wrong with doing that. Okay, if you have it, you can bring your arms up. If you're holding on to something, see if you can hold on to, like say you're holding onto a chair or the wall, see if you could just do that with one finger or 2 fingers. So that way you take a little bit more of your balance rather than leaning on something. Good, flex the right foot. See if you could just get a tiny bit deeper. Good. Inhale, bring that knee up. Exhale, put it down. Reach your arms back. Inhale. And then exhale through the center. Fold forward. Good. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Let's take one little vinyasa. Exhale, take it down, walk, jump, lower yourself down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. That feels amazing. Okay, now right leg comes up. Okay, and I want you to come forward, knee to nose. The nose on your face, right? Nose on your face. Okay, now, as best you can, bring that right foot up between the hands. Whew, that is always good. Now, take the right foot and wiggle it over to the right a little more so both hands are on the inside of that foot, okay? And you're gonna bend your back knee down to the floor. Couple options here. Uncurl. And if you want to, come down, elbows on the floor, or if you can, okay, hold there. Now, take that right knee and hug it in towards your right shoulder. So you're kind of just pulling the knee in. You're not actually grabbing it, you're just pulling the knee in using your adductor muscles. And then just let that knee fall to the outside of your foot a little bit. So your outside of your foot, the edge is on the floor, and then bring that in again. So you're kind of doing a little rotation of that hip out. And you could do this up on the hands if it's too much being low. How you feeling, Byron? Good. Little lizard. Good. All right, then you're gonna bring your knee in towards your shoulder and hold it. Okay, now come back up to your hands if you're down on your elbows. Right there. Curl the back toes under. Hold. Come back to plank. Little vinyasa, lower it down. Inhale, up dog. I love that. Exhale, down dog. Doesn't that feel good? You're like, baby. Left leg up. Good. Coming forward, knee to nose. Really round through the back. And then foot to the floor. Left hand on the inside of the foot. Go ahead and wiggle it over. Drop the back toes, or back knee, uncurl the toes. And then you can bring it down. Good. So drive that knee in toward your shoulder. Rotating it in. And then outside edge of the foot. And just keep kind of slowly rolling that in and out. Moving and loosening up the hips is so good for stress relief. That's why, we when I was away last week, we did a belly dancing class that we didn't know that's what it was when we went in. And wow, did we feel amazing afterwards. Shaking those hips. Good. Take it in and hold it tight. Okay, keep that foot where it is and then take your hands back up onto your hands. Good. Curl the back toes under. Straighten the back leg. Bring it back to plank. Last little vinyasa. Lower it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down dog. Ah, that's good. Okay. Whew. Good. So let's come down to the knees. All right. And let's have the knees about hip width apart and toes together. So come back to a nice little child's pose here. So your feet are together. And then what I want you to do is take your right hand out at let's say between 1 and 2 o'clock, and then put your left hand on top of it. And push your left hip over toward 7 o'clock. Good. So you're in a long stretch through your lats, your shoulders, your hips on the left. And if any of the stretches you feel need to be adjusted, moving in any way, go ahead and do that. Good. And then walk them to the other side. And then bring them back to the center. And start to pull up through your belly button as if someone's grabbing you by a string of the middle of your lower back, right behind the belly button. Sort of round it up, pull up, round. And then kick your feet over to one side. And we're going to go down to, we can face each other so you don't have to look behind you. And I'm going to reach toward Byron, but reach. The spirit fingers. Good. Feet about hip width apart. Perfect. Start to pull your belly button in and start to roll back, but you're not going to lay down yet. You're just going to keep reaching. Shoulders relaxed. Keep reaching forward. So it's like we're holding each other up. Good. And then slowly see if you could just lower down. Lower through the spine. Go ahead and get down there and bring your knees into your chest. And take circles in one direction. Doesn't matter which direction because we're going to do both. Just keep these going. Oh, I have a stretch for you coming. And other direction. Okay. So this is going to be coming up a nice, super deep hip stretch that I'm just going to let you know the first time I did it, I was like, what? The second time I did it, I was like, oh, okay. It was a little bit of muscle memory. So the first time you're going to be like, what? I'm twisting up like a pretzel. What's going on? So knees in the center. Okay. Put your right knee down, or right foot down, and cross your left leg completely over. So the knees crossed. Okay. Now, so your left leg's on top. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Okay. Get a nice tight hug here. Lift your shoulders. Listen. Right hand reaches toward the foot that's closest to the right hand, and left hand to the farther away foot. If you can. If you can, it's okay. All right. Then pull your feet apart, like toward you. And just do the best you can. Relax your head. So yes, you are like a pretzel. So because when I did this the first time, because I was like, I can't reach my foot, or I tried it again the next day, and then I was like, oh, okay. And you might have to kind of wiggle one knee a little lower, or feel yourself into this, but good. This is one of those moves that when you come out of it, you're like, ooh, there's blood flow to my feet again. And one more breath in, don't hold your breath. Exhale. Now gently let go of each foot, slowly, and then bring the feet back down. Okay, uncross and then cross the other way. So your right leg is on top, and so now you might be better on this side. This is going to be my tight side, right? So lift your shoulders. Whatever foot is closer to your left hand, you're going to grab it by the outside, and then reach as best you can toward the other foot and pull your feet apart and lay down. Whew. Breathe. Remember, you just do the best you can. A lot of times we feel tension and tightness in our lower back. A lot of times it comes from the hips. Whenever I've had knee things going on, I always end up in like a PT for some hip stuff because of holding my hip out. So everything's kind of connected. It's not necessarily always the issue, but a lot of times things start in the hips. We do hold a lot there. Okay, so big inhale. And then exhale and just slowly, just gently letting go of your feet. Good. And then uncross, bring your knees into your chest. Take some circles in one direction again. And other direction. And then we're just going to come down to one side in a fetal position. So we're not doing a Shavasana today at the end. When you're ready, you could just come back to a seated position. So take your time. If you feel dizzy, take your time getting up. Come back to the position you were in when you started and see how it feels. See if it feels a little like, oh, okay. Oh, there's my butt. Oh, okay. So one more thing. Drop your head to the left. This is one of my favorites too. First, take your left hand and just put it on your shoulder and just give a little pull. And then lift your head straight up. Okay, so keep your hand where it is. Now take your right hand and just kind of reach it out to the side. Still press on your right shoulder a little bit, drop your head to the left. And now what I want you to think of is not necessarily dropping your left ear down, but reaching your right ear to the sky. So creating space in that neck. Good. Inhale, pull your shoulder away a little bit. And then exhale, bring it back up. Good. Okay, hands in the center. Drop your head to the right. Sorry. Okay, right hand on the shoulder. Good. Hold that. Inhale. And exhale, bring it up. Good. And then bring your left hand down. And then inhale. Exhale, head to the right. Reach your ear up toward the sky. We lengthen it up. And as you inhale, reach the ear up higher and press a little bit on that shoulder. And exhale, just relax into it and then lift it up. Good. Hands in the center, and then you're going to look over your left shoulder and then your right shoulder. I always like to think of this as like how we don't do good other side. How now that we have backup cameras in the car, we don't let our necks do this as much. We don't like look over our shoulder, right? And one more. Good. Let's bring it back to the center. Let's take a nice big deep breath all the way up and in. Hands come down to your heart. I hope you feel a little less stressed, a little relaxed, and ready to go for the day. Thank you so much for joining me, Byron. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.